Capricorn, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 11th through to the 17th of September. You're still in your summer period. Things are still rocking and rolling and moving on. I did the chakra and aura reading you'll find on our channel as well. That's very interesting to see how it plays into this weekly reading. I hope you have a lovely reading. Your overall energy here is the Six of Cups. I wasn't expecting that. The overall energy here is like there was an older person giving this cup of flowers to this younger person here. And let me just see, no, she doesn't have, she's got her arms open, she's accepting it. And I think the energy is sort of saying to you here, you've got to remember how good you are, or the good that you've done, and the joy that you've had along your path, and what has been successful as well within your life. But it's bringing in a lot of past lessons that are very joyous within your life. It could well be that someone from the past comes into your life. I don't really read it in that way, to be honest. I think it's you giving yourself some very good and encouraging advice or energy in a way. On your relationship side, you have the High Priestess. High Priestess has she has a control over her emotions, basically. She has a control over the hidden side of things, which your waters run very deep, Capricorn. You know, you got water all at the bottom here. You get water coming in from Pisces, just here. You know, you got the water from sort of Aquarius, which is just here as well. You know, there's a lot of water going on in your life, and you're very emotional, but it runs deep. And I think this is to use those emotions, to use that sort of inner vision that you have within you, and your intuition within your relationship side here. I'd be interested to sort of see. Now, the universe is sort of saying here is sort of saying, I think the universe is trying to make it evident. I think they're really trying to help you with your inner vision here, to make things very clear for you about what works and what doesn't work. There's also a way of, when this is the yin and the yang, or the magician's infinity sign, you're also manifesting this. You're bringing something forward towards you in your life, or within your life, or I think it's giving you clarity. That's what you're bringing towards in your life. That's what you're bringing into your life, and the universe is really helping you with that. In your past, and this is connecting your past to your future, you've probably, if I know you well, because I do, because I'm Capricorn myself, but you've probably been doing a lot of things to ensure that everyone else is okay. And people don't really notice it with Capricorn, because they're very, very subtle, Capricorn. They're not really, they don't do it for the show. They're not sort of going, look what I'm doing, you know. They sort of like, they do it, and you know, people notice it, and people notice it. If people don't notice it, people don't notice it. You know, Capricorn do a lot of background stuff, positioning themselves for other, you know, to make sure other people are okay, which affects their life and everything like that. And here, I think, that's what you've been doing a lot. You've been carrying a lot in regards to relationships of the people that are around you. And this is the Magician. What I was talking about there, you can see it on this card here, the Magician. The Magician here is, he's got everything on his table. He's got the sword, he's got the cup, he's got the baton, he's got the, you know, the pentacle. He's got everything, and this is what you're manifesting. And as I said, I think you are manifesting here. And as you're manifesting your future, this is where the energy is trying to bring in, sort of saying, don't forget about all those good times as well. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's what it's sort of saying, that things going on there. And you're trying to manifest something within your relationships, I think, now. Before, I think you were a lot more reserved a lot more reserved. And now you're engaging with your spirit in order for your relationship side. And that's going to bring you justice. It's going to bring you harmony, basically. This is the overall outcome for you on your relationship sides. I think if you use your intuition and realise and work and accept what works and what doesn't work, you know, don't try and flog a dead horse, as we would say, you know, and realise those sort of like those happy times that have brought you to where you are, and focus on them, and understand them, that's what you can use in your manifestation. So like if you say like, you know, let's say you're in a relationship, and there's certain aspects of that relationship that you used to do in that relationship were fantastic, and now you're understanding, you're kind of going, oh, why don't we do them anymore? And that's what you're manifesting. You know, and it's the same thing if you're looking for a relationship. You know, there's certain past relationships that you kind of think, actually, I really enjoyed doing that with that person there, but, you know, I like doing that with another person. And that's what you're understanding here, and that's what's going to bring you harmony and justice back within your life. A really engaging week, basically, with your relationships, and it's engaging through you. It's all about what you want, basically. On your karmic path, on your financial side, you've got the King of Pentacles, a Taurus card, but it's an Earth card all the same. And I think you're doing that. I think you're working hard. I think you're concentrating on, you know, getting the results in. And now it's on your karmic path. It's almost you've done so much that it can't come out, in a way, it can't come out any other way than build a lot of security, abundance, huge amounts of abundance. And I go and see the chakra and aura reading for Capricorn, man. There is a massive thing that's coming through your heart chakra that is really building into, I called it a volcano, and it's going to be like this. It's a massive opportunity, and I think this ties into this. And your karmic path is almost to know it, rather than, okay, you may not have it, but you know it. It's like you've sold the house, and now you know you've got that money, so you're kind of going, right, and you're just waiting for the transfer to happen. That's the sort of sensation I get from it. How's the universe helping you? I think they're breaking you out from feeling stuck in that perpetual sort of work towards success, which may not have, that may have been just out of your reach, as it were. And I think this is what the universe is bringing to an end of that. And I think that's something to do with the past. I think that's something to do with that as well. Realizing the good parts of your career path, or your business, or your projects. It's enjoying, realizing the things that you enjoyed about, and rather than being stuck in it. The universe is allowing you to explore a completely new avenue. And this is your past, connecting your past to your future. Yes, I think you've been very engaged in it. You've been very passionate about what you're doing. You've really pushed the boundaries, which is really good for you. It's also been, you've connected with a lot of people as well. It's a very sociable card, networking card. It's passionate, it's rhythmical, it's consistent. There's a lot of things that come out of that which is really good for you, which is, which you've been working really hard on, basically, Capricorn. This is what you're working towards, the Nine of Cups, the abundance, the opportunities that are tied into the cups, tied into your enjoyment, basically. And I think this is coming to you rather than you offering out these cups. That's what you're working towards, and I think the way you're working towards it is you're working towards it in a way kind of going, well, if I'm going to do it, I want to enjoy it. And that's the sort of memory that you need to remember out of this situation, so you do get the best out of this situation. It brings you the ultimate, I would say, not necessarily success, but it brings you a situation that you feel incredibly happy with, and it's going to help you to explore your career path and your avenues a lot better. What's the overall outcome? Good, honest work. You're concentrating on the work side. I think in order to get that King of Pentacles here, this has to be perpetual. You have to keep fulfilling this. And I think what's happening here is you have this opportunity, or you see this opportunity to take a step up within your life. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to stop working, because you love working and you're going to do it. But there is ultimate success that you are building towards, this volcano moment in your heart. Really go and see the chakra and aura reading. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, let's just do a clarification with the Light Seers cards. I've also, on my sister channel, just to sort of say, I've done the energy update over there. and you'll find it linked in the description below. We go into the chakra sequencing of the energy of the earth. We go into the message from the earth. We dowse ley lines, we observe the sun. There's loads of things we go into there. That's out there, so you'll find loads of other things, links in the description below. Thank you very much for the support you give this channel, liking, subscribing, commenting, but also sharing on other platforms really helps us out. It brings other people in. Sharing across all media platforms is really helpful, and I do appreciate you for doing that. It's much appreciated. Let's just see what's going on with the Six of Cups. You get the Ace of Swords, yeah, out with the old and in with the new. I think this is what they're trying to sort of say here. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because there's something massive that's coming your way. And with this massive thing, it really is out with the old and in with the new. There is a brand new you that is coming to a forward, and you are manifesting it. And this is the creation that you're going to be doing. It's phenomenal what's coming through you, Capricorn. And it is like a freight train that it's not the fastest of trains, but it ain't going to stop. And it's just going to keep going and keep going. With the High Priestess, you get the Ten of Wands. You've already got the Ten of Wands here in the, that's Ten of Wands twice now on your relationship side. And I think it's realising what works for you. And I think this is what you're going to see clearly. You're going to clearly see the things that are just weighing you down, that are not helping you out, basically, that are not bringing you forward. That are just, that are just a weight that you've been doing in the past. You've spent a lot of your time accommodating other people over the past sort of few years, and I think you're realising that maybe it's just best if you just follow the energy that makes you feel really happy and stuff like that, seeing things in a different way. That's what you've got to do. And I think that's what the 10 of... I'm going to accept this one. They just keep flying out. I can't stop them from coming out. With the Two of Pentacles, and this is what comes with the Two of Pentacles, is a whole new cycle that's bringing into your life. And this is what I said, where there's this volcano that's happening on your heart. The absolutely amazing, really. With the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Ace of... Ten of Wands, you get the Ace of Pentacles. A brand new start. This is a whole new cycle. You've been bringing it up from your past. You've been developing it through your past. What you've done in your life and what you've put out and what is within you, you're now starting to see that. And you're taking the golden nuggets. You're out of those Ten of Wands. You're collecting really beautiful gifts in a way, and I think that ties in with the Six of Cups. The Two again, and here we got the Two of Swords. I think it's because you're manifesting it. I think personally on this card here, it's a bit of a no-brainer. And when you make that decision, that's when you're going to become the leader in your world around you in regards to your relationships. It could be a case that you need to take the blindfold off and see things in a different way in order to manifest things. That could well be true for some of you. But for a lot of you, I actually think that you've got to go ahead and manifest this, and you could do this with your eyes closed. And once you do, people will realise, kind of going, how does Capricorn do that? And that's what turns you into that sort of like, not a leader, but it seems obvious that you are going down a path, that you are creating a path. And I think that stimulates a lot of people around you, or recognition from the people around you. And with the Justice card, yes, you get the King of Cups. You get the King of Cups. Ultimate plain sailing. You've done that work. That's the thing with the King of Cups. You've done that work. That he's got a fish and a crab. Starfish and a crab, sorry. And they've done a lot of work under the surface, which has turned... You have complete and utter control over your emotions. You are sitting in a very regal place without, people might say, oh, Capricorn, and you'll be kind of going, look, I feel fine about, what I did, how I did it, and everything like that. I feel fine within my emotions. And it's putting you in a very comfortable position, I think, in regards to that. Let's just see what's going on with the King of Pentacles. You get the Knight of Wands, which comes from the past. It's what your driving passion is in your life. If you're really passionate about something, whatever it is, go ahead and follow it, Capricorn. Push it to its limits, because it's going to bring in a very good success for you, very good abundance, solid abundance, you know, that is perpetual in a way. Very, very massive sort of things. From prison to absolute joy of freedom and success. I think the universe is bringing this in with that Ace of Wands as well. Out with the old and in with the new. You are going to get recognition for your work. If you're passionate about it, go ahead and engage in it. If you engage in it, you are going to get a lot of recognition from the world around you. You know, so it's going to help you to really go down your career path. You're going to get opportunities within your career path that are really going to ascend you on a pathway that is not necessarily the ultimate goal, but it will open up the pathway which will take you to the ultimate goal. But it's bringing in a lot of possibilities, there is no doubt about it. King of Pentacles we had on your karmic path, and what's coming from your past, you got the Queen of Pentacles. She's got that inner insurance basically, and this is what I was talking about, where you've sold the house and you know the money's coming through, you know what's happening, you feel in a very comfortable position. She feels in a very comfortable position. Look at her, she's smiling like anything, really. She's got that inner smile that said, I knew it was coming. And this is it. I think you know it was coming because of the good quality work that you've done, basically. What's this Nine of Cups all about? What's this offering that's coming into you? That's interesting. Four of Swords. Yeah, I think with all these opportunities that come in for you, I think it's a case of where you're actually turning around and kind of going, at last. And that's what the healing is. That's what the recognition is. That's what the feeling at home, feeling at one with who you are. I think this is a beautiful moment when all of a sudden these opportunities start arriving on your doorstep. You're going to realise the good quality work you've done, and it is just going to, it's going to build in good quality work in the future, and it's going to, you're going to do incredibly well. From the Eight of Pentacles we go to the Nine of Pentacles. Absolutely brilliant. So therefore this and this looks like it's going to be turning up in the, I would say, at the end of September. This is where it all really starts coming together, basically, and could even be going into October. And I don't think it's one thing that happens overnight. It's a perpetual thing. Once it starts coming in, there's more that keeps coming in, and more that keeps coming in, and more. So you end up sort of like, you might have been working on one thing. So, like I've been doing healing, and that's brought me onto the Astroflower. That's also brought me onto writing books. And there's a multitude of things that I've been doing that's brought me on from one thing of looking into energy, of doing all that energy research and playing with energy and seeing energy. And once I started doing that, it's just gradually opened up like a lotus flower to loads of different possibilities. And I think this is what's happening to you, Capricorn, at the moment as well. And it comes in cycles. I started the journey 30 years ago. 30 odd years ago. And wow. And and I've seen those petals open one by one. It's been absolutely brilliant. And I think this is, we're going for another phase. We're going to get that another phase now, another wave coming through for us. There you go, Capricorn. Thank you very much for being here with us. I really do appreciate your support for this channel. I've got that stuff over at Cymatic TV, my sister channel. It's linked in the description below for the energy updates and loads of other things like videos on the law of attraction and manifestation and stuff like that that's going to be coming out. I will see you soon. Thank you very much for your support. Do appreciate it. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.